date, like we discussed, was going to be March 15th. That would be the 30 days, okay? All right.
Okay.
Okay, you'll get a copy of this. Okay. Basically, just multiple disagreements and conflicts with others, and that you express that you're no longer happy with your living arrangements, and that you verbalize that you're looking forward to moving on from the program.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
I'm not signing anything, but I do need copies of this for
Well, no, this
people
is
that I'm not going to discuss. Right, and I understand that. But I'm taking copies of this, and I'm not signing anything yet.
Well, you're here to sign the discharge because on March 15th.
No, I am going to get copies of the discharge, but I'm not going to sign anything because I'm not agreeing to what you put here. You know, that disagreement, especially when we're talking about the first one, I begged you.
Do you want to stay in the program? I mean, you're welcome to leave today. This is your discharge. I'm asking you to sign it. You stated that you didn't want to be in the program any longer. You were going to move on and look for other housing. That was your plan last weekend when you left to go to the shelter down there. That was your intention.
I did not break any rules on Sunday.
Well,
so I'm not signing anything. I am, and if you want to know who I'm giving it to, I've given it to Coca because my grievances have gone unheard. You put me in a dangerous situation. That's why that altercation happened on Sunday.
Okay.
Right. I begged you and I said several times I did not want to address Carrie since December, and you blatantly disregarded and disagreed and just refused to acknowledge that.
So what I acknowledge with other residents, I don't need to report back to you.
That's totally fine, but you kept telling me that I need to bring it up in cares and concerns.
Well, and
I said I didn't want to because the child abuse is totally different than a random group setting. There's something going on. Do you know what I mean? And the way that it blew up is exactly what I said was going to happen in the text messages. And you didn't do anything to prevent that from happening.
I'm not here to discuss it.
No, you're right, which is, I'm not going to further discuss it with you. I'm going to discuss it with Coca. So, I'm filing a grievance. I don't have to sign anything.
Okay.
I don't.
This is your behavior contract that I've drawn up for you while you remain in the program.
I already signed one.
This is a new one.
Mm-hmm. And I'll read it and I'll give it to them as well, but I'm not signing anything. I apologize if you were under that impression.
I was. So
and that's what I did ask you what was going on.
To my director because honestly I think
somebody is going to talk to her from Coca.
I will.
And you know,
okay.
Because I think between our text messages and all of the nonstop crying with Carrie's children since December, you did not care about my mental welfare, and I had to live with that since then.
Okay.
You're right, exactly.
While you're in the program and living at the house, you need to abide by the rules.
I will.
Well, you came home past curfew the other day.
When? Yesterday?
No.
What day?
I'll have to look at my text messages.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right? So you need to abide by those. You do need to be engaged in treatment.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I need a confirmation that you're engaged in treatment. Are you going to continue treatment here at BCC?
No, I've gone to Pennsylvania Counseling
Then I need
Services.
to have you sign a release.
Yep, I'll sign a release.
Okay.
But however, I do understand that the relationship, like you don't just get my notes. What I disclose with them is my private information.
Absolutely.
So, right.
Yes,
yep, that's why I'm leaving from BCC.
That's okay.
There's too much
and that's what
crossover.
I'm saying. I think maybe the time is for you to move on. Maybe it is time. I mean, I don't, maybe not staying in this house is really what's best for you at the moment. Okay? I do believe that.
You believe that in the middle of me fighting to have gotten all the stuff together for dental assisting with my 3 children? I apologize. You brought it up, so I'm going to address it.
You said that you
I
weren't
have been
happy.
Fighting myself. Yes, because I keep bringing things to you and you literally ignore me. Just like you're trying to do now, you want to continue to try to minimize the things that I'm feeling and experiencing.
Today was about you coming in to sign your discharge.
And I asked what I was coming in for, and you disregarded that text message.
That's not true. We talked about it Sunday.
No. On Sunday, I wasn't sure what we were talking about, which is why I asked for Mimi to be there.
Okay,
I said on Sunday, is the house meeting happening?
And I said no. We're going to sign your discharge, and you said I don't feel comfortable meeting alone with you.
Can you read the text message? Maybe I'm wrong. You're right then. Maybe I'm wrong because I recall you saying that you were going to arrive at 3:30 and you didn't say anything about discharge papers.
But I did talk to you. I came to your
apartment.
No. I came to the apartment and said...
And you said you're not going to sit around and wait for Mimi. You have things to do at 4 o'clock. You didn't say anything about paperwork.
Okay.
You didn't.
Come on, we're done.
You didn't.
I'll speak to the director, and I'll let her know the situation, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we can move on from there.
Right. I will be there at 3:30 today. You didn't say anything about an individual meeting or discharge paperwork. And that's within our text messages. And this is a consistent experience that I have with you, where you believe one thing and then here it is though. So what should I do? Should I believe what you're telling me or should I believe what I see right here?
You're supposed to come in though. And I said we'll meet Sunday at the house meeting. And I said I wasn't having a house meeting because it was only you there. So
You didn't say that. You didn't
you
say
said,
that.
I don't feel like me. And I was going to have you sign these on Sunday with Mimi.
Paulette, let's be real. You didn't talk to me at all on Sunday. You
Yes, I
came
did.
down once. You came down once and you said you're not going to sit around and wait for Mimi.
Well, I
You
didn't
said you
say-
had things to do
okay.
and you were leaving.
And
I asked if I could go to the meeting.
I saw
You didn't
you.
say anything about paperwork.
Yes,
You
I
were
did when you
upstairs
left.
running around back and forth
No,
doing
I'm not gonna
something.
argue with you. I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not.
This is your discharge, and the discharge is for March 15th. Whether you
No,
sign
actually,
it-
it's a target date.
No, that's it.
No.
Because I can- do you want to be
You gave me
discharged
an
today?
no, I don't. But you
Okay.
gave me a target date,
Okay.
and
Because-
those are two totally different things.
I'll talk to my director, and because
And that's what you texted me when I left. You said, I'm giving you a target date of 30 days. A target date is totally different than a discharge. Now you flip the script and you're saying that I did something wrong, but you're refusing to address it.
you said that you weren't happy in the program any longer. and
No,
that
you
wanted to
said
leave.
that.
No,
I said that I
didn't.
feel unsafe. I don't feel heard.
Well,
You're right.
Sasha
We don't
was-
need to
Sasha
continue to
was
go back and
present-
forth.
Sasha was present when we had.
It doesn't matter. No, with Sasha happened, that's totally different. Our text messages, you're going based off of our text messages. And my text messages
Sunday.
were an actual cry for you to pay attention.
Today was the day for you to sign your discharge. If we're not going to do that, then you may go.
Right.
I'll follow up with my director.
Okay. That's what you always say, Paulette. You'll follow up.
Yeah, I need to know where I have to go from here. So
I need to know as well. Because I know one thing. You can't just discharge somebody for being unhappy.
well,
You can't. You can't because that's me grieving and you're trying to punish somebody for grieving. Which is what was said with Sasha last week as well. So Sasha was present and would have notes about that. Baby, you can have your pocketbook. Let's go. Come on, honey.